To Wilux fourth grade lesson 20 worksheet. And today what we're going to be doing is place values, multiplication, division, and some word problems. So to start off, we're going to do place values. So it says write the value of digit 4 in each number. So what that means is that looking at the digit where 4 is at, we're going to determine what place that's in. And looking at number 1, we see that that's at the tens place, so we're going to write tens. Number 3, we see that 4 is in the hundreds, so we're going to write hundreds. Number 5, sorry, we see that 4 is in the 10,000s, 10,000s. And then we also see that for number 7, 4 is in the tens place. And then for number 9, we see that 4 is in the 1,000, so just 1,000. We said in 11, 62,412, 4 is in the hundreds. We see that in 13, 4 is in the 100,000s. Yeah, there we go. So basically for these ones, you're just going to look at where the 4 is, and you're going to determine what place value it's at. The value, which is the 1 to the 1/10s, like thousands, hundreds, 100,000s, 10,000, stuff like that. Okay, moving on, we're doing some multiplication, and I think this one isn't too bad. So for number 4, 16 times 4, do it like this. 6 times 4, that's 24. 1 times 4, that's 4. 4 plus 2, that's 6. So 64 is the first one. Not 3. You should actually kind of have this memorized. It's best if you memorize this because whenever you're doing multiplication like this, it's always easier. So 9 times 8 is actually 72. 5, it's 6 times 8, which is 48. 7, 3 times 5, that's 15. 9, 4 times 12, that's 48. 11, 4 times 8 is 32. And then 13, you could do this, but it's actually pretty easy if you just do 27 plus 27. If you want to do that, it's 54, and I could also prove it here. 7 times 2, that's 14. 2 times 2, that's 4. Plus the 1, that's 5. So yeah, the answer is 54 for number 13. Moving on, we're going to do finding each quotient, and we got to show work. So number 152 divided by 4. We're going to do it like this. So how many times is 4 going to 5? 1 time. And then subtract it, 12, bring down the 2. How many times is 4 going to 12? 3 times. So boom. The answer is going to just be 13 for number 1. Number 3, again, this is kind of easy to memorize. You know that 8 times 8 is actually 64, so that means that the answer would be 8 for this one. 581 divided by 3, we could do it down here. How many times is 3 going to 8? 2 times. Minus 6, 21, bring that 1. How many times is 3 going to 21? 7 times, so yeah, 7 times, which is going to give us 0. So this one's going to be 27. How many times? This one's actually pretty easy too. We know that 11 times 4, that's 44. So that means it goes inside 4 times. 9, 6 divided by 3, another very easy one. That's 2. 11, 54 divided by 9. This is also should be memorized, but 9 times 6 always gives you 54, so it's going to be 6. 13, we could also do this thing again. How many times is 4 going to 8? Twice. 8. And then how many times is 4 going to 4? Once, so this one's 21. Okay, now we're going to do some word problems, and it says Jonasville has a population of 42,257, 388 people. Lake City has a population of 7,125,210 people. How much larger is Lake City than Jonesville? Whenever it says how much larger, you know it's subtracting. So that means we're going to do 7,105 subtracting by 112. 4, 2, 5, 7, 3, 8, 8. Okay, for starters, that number is actually really, really big. Obviously you could do the subtracting thing, which would probably take quite a long time, but basically if you did basically do the math right, like you're gonna actually have to do like the long subtracting thing, if you know what I'm talking about. Like you set it up like this, and then you do that. The correct answer you should receive is this: 2,867,822. That's the correct answer for one. Number three, a cafeteria has 2,177 and 712 muffins. After the fourth class had eaten, there were 594 cookies and 264 muffins left. How many cookies did the third and fourth quarter classes eat? So they're only asking for cookies. So so basically a cafeteria had this many, and then after the third had eaten, there were only 594 left. So we're only gonna do the cookies. So 2,175 minus 594. Again, similar to number one, you're just gonna do the subtracting thing, and you're gonna do the long I don't know what it's exactly called, but long subtraction, I think, something like that. And then once you do that, you're gonna get 1,581 cookies. And yeah, that's basically how you do this week's worksheet. And yeah, that's it.